Assalamu alaikum. Today is March 8th, and this is our message for the International Women's Day. Let's voice and be the change. When we now open our eyes and look around, what we see is a major change in the society. It is nothing but the willingness of Indian women to step out of their homes with determination and courage. This is a major revolutionary change. The women protesting on the streets in Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata are actually women from the heartland of India and from the margins of the society. They now understand the need for their existence, the struggle they have to go through. They now know it's their duty to defend the constitution. The role of women are primarily recognized in the social, political, economic, cultural, and religious spheres. International Women's Day is a day which is celebrated to mark the achievements of women, but we strongly believe that each day is incomplete without the active participation of women. That would in turn be a celebration. Time and again, we have seen the women of India standing up and making a strong impact on various other women who could not be or even risen out. They also became the voice for the voiceless ones. The participation of women in the Shaheen Bagh has been an inspiration to the women elsewhere. The dedicated participation of women in these protests affirms that women's activism and protest has become an empowering space. These protests have not only given a new and a strong voice to women in India, but also a ray of hope for women to recognize their strength and have a strong voice of their own. The ongoing protest is yet another example of a true identity of a woman. Their involvement in the massive farmers' protest is a major breakthrough. Women in India are just not making headlines in our country, but due to their resilient agitations, they have forced the international media to speak about their resistance. Women have made their point clear to this government, at least that they will not tolerate anything that will strike a chord or bring about any form of distress to the peace and harmony to this country and its citizens. Women protests have happened around the globe. Women chanted phrases like, "We are not silent, we are not weak, we are not obeying, and the women are stronger together." Such phrases have changed the entire outlook of women. Women who comprise more than half of the country's population have finally realized their responsibility in playing a strong identity in portraying a responsible citizen. Yes, standing up for what's right is your responsibility. Standing up against a ruling government when the citizens' issue is not addressed is your responsibility. Standing up for your democratic right is your responsibility. Protecting our very constitution is your responsibility. Believing in unity, in diversity, and applying it in your life is your responsibility. Women are now aware about their duty and the role they need to play and the support they have to give for the development of the country. When they realize, they recognize, and they raise their voices. These voices will be taken throughout to the future generations too. We have witnessed women of all age groups who came to the streets disregard of the time, climate or health, only intending to speak up. The government has been systematically attacking women directly and indirectly. The laws, policies, and their fake sympathy and consideration has come to light. A society becomes strong only because of strong representation of its women. We all have an inner strength, an inner voice which tells us to stand up against the strong. Let us all let go that voice so that it can echo and soundly echo in the ears of the evildoers of the society. You will be the next epitome of strength in developing a society. We might have multiple names to begin with, but now add yours in it because from today you will be that voice which will not only change the course of action but also give strength to a million women to raise their voices and raise them boldly. We know it isn't easy, but it isn't impossible. So let's help each other in raising our voices because, as said by Melina Gates, a woman with a voice is by definition of a strong woman. But the search to find that voice can be remarkably difficult. Let us all be the icons towards the change, thus, an everlasting inspiration to the future generations. Let's instill the belief that yes, we can amend things and yes, we can change. Never give up, our duty is born to be.